Welcome to the annual Service Area Committee meeting for Parkview. Today is Wednesday, June 10th. It is now 11:17 a.m. I am Alex Georgiadis, Director of Service Areas. Next to me is Service Area Administrator Delise Rodriguez. Joining us online is Ray Febres, Finance Manager, and we have Committee Member Brian Granica joining us online. In person joining us, we have Matt Luttinger and Rick Riccardi. Thank you for joining us. We will be announcing the members of the committee formally for the next year. Members of the committee are John Wiegand, Matt Luttinger, Brian Granica, and Rick Riccardi. Reminder with your applications online with the dates of all the upcoming meetings for the year. You will, of course, get notification prior to those. You will get emailed the code of conduct, which will need to be signed and sent back. And just a reminder, all communication should be done via the committee email for HOA business. No personal requests through the committee emails. If you have personal requests, just submit them through GoGov or Town Hall as usual. You know what? Next order of business would be to nominate a chair and vice chair. Do we have a nomination for chair of the committee?
Nominate myself.
We have one nomination for Matt. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
You're muted, Brian.
Aye.
Excellent, thank you. And do we have a nomination for vice chair?
I'll do
Vice
that.
chair nomination.
I'll nominate
Right.
myself. Sure.
Excellent. And a second?
Second.
Excellent. All in favor?
Aye.
Excellent. A motion to adjourn. So that will conclude our meeting. Technically, let's have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
Excellent. Thank you. And we will go into the quarterly meeting. Welcome to the second quarter Service Area Committee meeting for Parkview. Today is Wednesday, June 10th. It is now 11:20 a.m. I'm Alex Georgiadis, Service Area Director. Next to me, Service Area Administrator Delise Rodriguez. Joining us online, Ray Febres, Finance Manager. Online also joining us, Committee Member Brian Granica. In person, Matt Luttinger and Rick Riccardi. Thank you for joining. We have a quorum for this meeting. Motion to call the meeting to order.
Call meeting to order.
Second.
Second.
And we proceed. We'll start with the financials for the meeting. As of the end of April, operating cash in the account $57,546 and reserves on hand $522,073. We want to verify that we made our investments as per our last meeting. We made an investment of $150,000. I believe it was into a 6-month CDAR or 12-month, right?
6 months.
6 months. Excellent. Any questions on financials at all?
What's the interest rate?
Interest rate, I think it's 3 and change. Interest rate on the CDAR?
3.5 for 6 months.
Questions, financials?
I know what's the cumulative reserve balance?
I have 522,073.
Okay.
Are any questions, financials? Questions on financials at all? No, good. Moving on. We'll get into landscaping. We have plant upgrades in progress. Any plant material that has not shown recovery from the frost is being replaced. We have entire rows of some hedges being replaced, in addition to spot fill-ins as usual. Any questions, landscaping?
I have one next to between, let's say, Rick Moya and my old unit at 1324. There was some really tall plants. And I think you guys ripped it. They're all been ripped out.
Finger palm, I think it was.
Yeah, I'm just curious what you
Is
guys were putting back.
It's supposed to recover.
It's still
It doesn't
growing.
Recover. Yeah, we
Oh,
watch recovery,
I couldn't
but
tell.
Yeah,
you're
it's
right.
back.
One of them was slower. Is it? Okay, good. We'll
Well,
monitor.
the one on Moya's yard is
Small, yeah, but it is showing
It's
signs.
showing signs.
Okay, we'll watch it. I mean, if we feel it's not adequate, we could always replace it with sort of
Okay.
a centerpiece plans.
And another comment just observed as I walked out today,
Mhm.
they cut the lawn in the section between Matt's backyard and mine,
Okay,
the drives.
Mhm.
And boy, they scalped it.
tight, low, short, huh?
It's, yes. Fact.
Yeah, send me a picture if you can. If you can email it or just text it to me if you can. And then I'll share that with the landscaping. I'll probably pass by this afternoon and walk it myself.
All right.
But those are things you have to know.
It's a repetitive practice. So either there's a high spot or something like that, or
Or is that just that one location?
is that one location?
Maybe a route. All right, we'll look at it more closely. Section.
There's nothing that would have roots nearby, but
Yeah, we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look.
It's-
Anything else on landscaping? Any input, Brian?
no, nothing different than we talked about during the walkthrough last week.
Okay. And then regarding easement upgrades, the latest on that, we're gonna replace the two that were there with red brick, and we're gonna do more of a brick pattern, and we're gonna get tighter cuts. And we're gonna do the other two also, so we'll have 4 completed by the end of this month. That's the plan. 4 years.
Just like the curbing done.
I think we're better than county, but you're right. And we're picking a brick that's more available. The problem was the brick wasn't available, that
Oh,
multi-tone.
So did you say you're replacing the two that were already done?
Yeah.
Does that really make sense?
We got some complaints on cosmetics, on the quality of the work, and then
Okay,
the other problem is just matching it. We haven't been able to find.
I know you
product.
haven't been able to match.
So now,
All right,
it's gonna limit us moving forward, and I hate to have that as an excuse. So between the quality of the work and the color, it's easy
and
enough.
Brian's gonna redo it.
Covered, yeah. The two
Oh,
are
okay.
Covered and the 2 are new. Yeah, we're not paying.
oh, all right,
No,
oh,
no, no, no,
sorry, I just assumed.
no, we're not paying. So 2
Yeah.
replaced and 2 new ones.
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you for that, Alex. I mean, it's the biggest concern that I had with that is the continuity, right? With when you drive down Flagstone, that needs to be consistent. Otherwise, it just kind
Yeah.
of looks hodgepodge there. So appreciate that.
So it's a double win, yeah. No more excuses on the,
Yeah, and Brian seems to have a whole host of excuses.
getting on top of that. We
You guys are downtown are the biggest excuse he lately uses, to be truthful.
I know. I have seen it. But that's ending too, so those days are over. Moving on, flats were done, the pressure washing of the flats was done. Overall, we got positive feedback. Any input on that, on the flat pressure washing, the sidewalks and the stairs? I mean, would you
Some
recommend
people
it, but you
didn't
just-
they didn't power wash the stoop,
the upper level,
the grade,
they up to the stairs, but then the top level, the landing was not included.
okay.
Yeah, if it's something we want to explore in the future to include that in the scope, that's an option, because you have a little bit more than a landing, you have like almost a small, I don't call it a balcony or a porch, it's like a mini. But we could explore including that in the scope if
Okay.
you like.
Okay.
Any Brian input on pressure washing flats?
Nope, no input.
Good. Next item we have coming up in July is the gutter cleaning for the service area. That's removal of organic material in the gutters. Usually it's done with either sweeping, blowing, depending on the severity, and they collect the garbage. And then running water down the gutter to the downspout. But just for clarity, the downspout is not disconnected from the drain, just for concern of damage. So they run the water down, and if the drain is working well, it'll go right down. If the drain below is not, you'll have it pouring out of the seam, the connection between the downspout and the drain. So that's sort of the test, but just to ensure at least the downspout is clear.
Well, will they leave a note for the owner that,
If there's an issue, they report back to us,
Okay.
and then we'll address it. Yeah, we'll contact the owner. Any input on gutter cleaning?
does it include inside the courtyard gutters or?
All gutters,
Okay,
all of them. Back garage, everywhere.
So they'll give us a no when they're getting to
Ahead of
a
time.
particular building. So like for me, I'd leave the gate open for them.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll coordinate that.
you gotta remember only half of the buildings have gutter guards on them.
That was, we thought the case, but doing a drone, a lot of them didn't have them.
I
know
thought yours
previously-
did, Matt.
No,
No? Well,
No,
okay,
I-
so my building does, but I had to remove some because they made them worse. So maybe it's just
People
this
think-
side.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the sort of misconception of gutter guards. It's a save all, but they require maintenance. And the problem is once we have gutter guards, then we don't maintain those, right? It becomes a homeowner item. So in reality, we shouldn't have gutter guards and we'll do our maintenance as required.
It's not like up north where you actually have a gigantic amount of leaves falling down and they clog all the gutters, right? And you gotta be on top of it. This is less of an issue.
Smaller leaves, the oak is a smaller leaf than
Yeah.
like some maple or something. Yep. Okay. Next item, we have the next meet and greet scheduled for July 23rd. That's going to be here in Island Village. We had one in December. We encourage everyone to join us for that one if you can. It's a meeting of all the service areas, all residents, and we share stories. It's a generally positive experience. So we definitely encourage everyone to join us if you can. July 23rd. Investment was done. Any other input? We've covered our bases on service area. Any input, comments, questions, service area? Brian, anything?
Nope, none for me.
All receiving the Monday Matters notifications, e-blast, you're all registered. Have you heard anyone say we don't receive the notification?
I haven't asked, but I will ask. I know I'm mine.
Okay,
Yes. And again, just a reminder, I encourage all of you, shoot me a text, a picture, anything you see immediately when it happens so I can address it. If we hear it about a week later, a month later, it's hard for me to address. So the more input, please don't hesitate. Anything else?
Is the irrigation system still somewhat,
We
and down.
modified yours on Brian's side, the schedule. We did discover that there is a conflict in a sense with across the street and with both across the street. So we want to ensure that both sides are not running at the same time. So coordinating schedule with both sides of the street to ensure that they're not conflicting with each other. Have you noticed any difference, Brian, on your side at all?
So I haven't seen anything run, in the center section where they planted the Leary oak there, but I do know that the in front of my house is running more.
Okay.
Um,
Did
but
they
again,
raise the heights on those heads?
they did not. So if that's not done in
follow.
a week, I'm gonna take care of it. So, but yeah, it needs to get done.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I noticed the number of on the tree lawn side of things, where they're just a stream out into the street as opposed to a spray, which suggests to me that may be just runoff draining, but it's consistent. I see it often.
Not a sprinkle, you mean? It's actually shooting a stream?
Yeah.
Or
It's not
shoot me a
sprinkling.
picture in the location and
Right.
let me know. Yeah, that's not proper operation.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Well, I
a
just-
malfunction.
Figure they had low pressure and that there wasn't
But
enough.
even that, even if it's, not sure, just send a picture. Hey,
Okay.
just a concern here. Just double checking on that.
Yeah, and make sure you include the time on that, right? Because we're still, this one thing in the last landscape walkthrough we try to do, besides trying to map out some of the zones and what they actually are, where they are, is understand when we've got pressure. We're still having pressure issues. So if you can note the time and you see really low pressure, then we shouldn't be running them. We need to adjust. We need to find that right time.
Correct. And we
So-
should be running overnight if we don't have pressure. It's just a waste of water bills. Because when you run overnight, no pressure, you just get a localized puddle around the sprinkler head. It's
Yeah.
pointless, really.
I saw it going on early on our side, and it looked like it was just drooling out,
Mhm.
Not spraying.
not
What
spraying.
time is that?
That was like 6 o'clock in the morning,
They should have-
or 6. One of the clocks on our side now says to go on at 5 AM. And
Yeah.
there's no pressure at 5 AM around here.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question too, Alex? Would it be troublesome for you? Because that's a great list that you put together.
Hey, John. Yes.
Sorry for being a few minutes. I just got out of a
No
meeting.
worries.
But, and that walkthrough list that you put together is great, but it's hard to understand what has changed from the last time it comes out because it's such a long list. Is there any way if you get something done, you can line through it, like just, you know how you do a line through and then next month just take it off and then anything new, just put like in green, red or something, just to distinguish what's been done and what has been added or something has changed, just so we can really focus on that. So we don't read the whole list over and over again.
That list that you get monthly is all new items, but what I
Oh.
could do is provide the quotation of work that's in progress, and I could let you know completed or not, so those addresses have been completed.
Oh, that'd be
But yeah,
great.
those monthly, those are all new items, not carryover
Wow,
items.
okay. Yeah, I didn't realize.
Yeah,
I thought they were repeated from the
No,
prior
no,
month or
month to
anything.
month, or, yeah, I mean, it might
Monthly
happen, that a
financial
location,
package.
if it comes up again, that means it did happen again. Sorry, Matt, what'd you say?
That's in the financial package.
My monthly landscaping walkthroughs, did I email you?
Oh, me, you've gone to the,
Yeah, so those are new. If you do see something repeating, that means that's a repeat offense, whatever happened there.
Gotcha.
Weeds
Okay.
or a particular address, but month to month, they're completed.
Perfect. Got it. Thank you.
Um,
The paint, we pushed it off.
yeah, just a
Yeah.
reminder, the paint,
One.
was pushed off, the project was pushed off till Q1 of next year. We'll revisit Q4 of this year if we want to that back up. And we have an ARC pending for changing a color of those yellow buildings. All our ducks in line for that, but we're waiting to submit that because there's a 45-day window of approval to complete the work. So we're going to do it shortly before we decide to execute the paint project. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, sorry. What's the new palette for the yellow? They used to have an uglier
Like,
yellow on our building. I
Like
kind
a
of like the new
greenish
one.
sort of color, like a mint green sort of color.
Is there a particular reason why we're changing the color?
It was just residents of that particular building decided to change. It was a unanimous vote.
Who are the
Yeah, you're changing it
residents?
because Matt, you're changing it because Matt wants a different color, man. That's all it is, John.
So we're changing all the yellow buildings to a particular new color?
no, only the building that I live in. We're gonna get rid of mustard yellow.
Yeah, the mustard
Gotcha.
color.
Yeah, you
And
guys
we're
got the
doing
uglier
a
yellow.
And we're gonna do a color, that's in the gray green family, and let me just,
Gotcha.
I will open it up on my
And all-
phone.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Yeah, if you guys decide to do our building, which is that first yellow building, just if we can see the palette, that'd be great. But it sounds like you're not doing that one.
No, if you want to, someone pursue.
Right.
It's, we got all the homeowners in that building. They sent me an email concurring that they want to change. If you want a similar process, if you want to speak with your neighbors and get on board on something like that.
Yeah, if you could just send it what it looks like. I'm not saying we would, but I'll ask the neighbors if they want it. If it looks good, then maybe we'll do that too. If you can send me that palette, Matt or Alex, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, we'll do.
I thought we should go for the painted lady look in San Francisco.
And then Alex,
make
if you
sure-
get it to me, I'll
Mhm.
follow up with them within a week. If you don't hear from me within a week, that
I'll
means they're
follow up
not
with-
interested. But yeah, I got everybody's contact
So
info.
John, so what I did is I didn't like the mustard yellow anymore. And I asked my wife and daughter, actually asked our personal decorator, what does she think about updated colors and buildings? We drove around the Island Celebration to see what colors exist. And then we asked Copilot, after we narrowed it down to gray green as a general palette. And it gave, if I could find it, right, I'm looking for it as we're speaking.
I'll email it. So you'll.
Yeah, it's a gray green. It's called Herb Bouquet,
Perfect.
number 460 in Benjamin Moore.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna actually Google it then. Thank you.
Yeah, so what I did is we got everybody in all 6 homeowners, including myself, all approved the color change. Everybody saw and socialized that color change and agreed to it. And then we sent all that information to Alex for sending to ARC down the road when we're ready.
Yep. Okay,
But
last
every
question.
building.
What was the
maybe we
palette?
should put a
Matt, what
note
was the
out.
number real quick? And then we're all set. What was
460 in Benjamin Moore, Herb Bouquet.
Okay, thank you. Got it.
So,
Okay, thank you, guys.
so anybody who wants to do it should ask all the residents in their particular building, do you like the color you have? If you don't, then we started a project to.
Yeah, no
the
problem.
homeowners in that building to come up with another color.
Yep, I've
Does
got
the
the picture.
architect
Actually, you guys
weigh
don't
in
need
on
to
that?
send it to me.
Yes.
Alex, you don't need to send it to
Will
me. I
do.
got it now online. I'll cut and paste and send it to my residents. If they all say yes, I'll send you the email. And then
That's it.
board, the
And then
committee.
with that, I'll set the application up and just make sure, I mean, they're gonna look at neighboring buildings. You don't have another green one next to your, that sort of thing you want to keep in mind because they're gonna
Yeah,
evaluate
yeah,
that.
probably we're gonna stick with the yellow just to play safe, but give me 1 week or less and I'll let you know.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yep. Great. Any other input on service area?
And John, just to be clear, I think most of the other buildings, like the building that I used to live in, Rick's building, that I call more like champagne yellow. I might not have pursued this because it's a much lower pastel yellow than my building is like, okay.
No, I remember. Yeah, you got, you
golden
guys,
mustard.
yeah, no, I know, Matt. You guys got the uglier yellow. We got a prettier yellow this time than you
Right,
guys did.
so,
Perfect.
but it's time, to be honest, it's time to upgrade the listing of colors that is allowed to be used. right?
Mm.
I've already talked to the town architect who likes our color.
Gotcha. Perfect. All right, thank you, guys. Sorry I've been interrupt.
No worries. Any other input, questions? Brian, anything else on your side?
Nope, all good.
Very good. If that's all, we'll adjourn the meeting. Can we have a motion to adjourn, please?
Motion to adjourn.
I second.
Thank you all in favor.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for joining. Have a great day.
Thank
Take care,
you.
guys.
Bye, everybody.
Take
See ya.
care.
Bye-bye.
My other
But you know,
meeting.
Alex, to be fair.